Pontiac Vibe. It's a 2005, and I've had problems with my air conditioner. And I've checked for leaks, and I've found out that the leak is coming from right inside of here, right off my condenser. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be replacing my condenser today. And if you'll look over here, I'll show you what the condenser that I'm putting in. This is the condenser that I'll be putting in for my 2005 Vibe. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we need to take the again, there's no Freon in the unit itself, because all the Freon is gone. But if you do have to do this work and you have to have Freon taken out, make sure you go to a auto shop, and then they'll take the Freon out out free. But in the meanwhile, there's no Freon in mine, so I can go ahead and take this apart. But the first thing I want to do is take off my fan. I've got to get it out of the way. So my first part is this one on the fan, and I got to take this connection off, the electrical connect. Okay, take that connection off, and then I don't know that I'll have to cut this loose right now, but I don't. Let me see. I have my knife with me. Normally you would have a cutter, but I have my knife. I can cut. Okay, so that's loose. And I've got another connection here that I can replace after I finish. It's off now. My lead is off for the fan. Okay, so now I can take my fan loose after I take this off the radiator. Okay, now I can take my fan loose, so I'll have room. So what we'll use is a 9 or 10 millimeter socket. That's what I'm using right now. And then it's just, looks like there's just 2 bolts that's holding it in. I think there's one at the bottom, but we'll find out. I think it's just 2 bolts. There's one. There's 1 bolt. Don't want to lose those. And over here on this side, there's another bolt that we want to take loose. It's in here. Okay. Okay. All right. Take this one loose. All right. Let's see. And it just lifts right out. That's the fan. Okay. I'll just lay it down. And now we have a little bit more room. Now I can take the radiator, I can take it off, or I'll remove it. I won't take it off. I'll just remove it. And then I'm gonna use a different socket. It'll be a number 12 to take the brackets off here. This is what's holding it. Number 12. I'll put it right here. Well, I'll put it right here so I don't lose it. There we got another one. Okay. Alright, so now we could take this off. Now we can move it out of the way the best we can, because you're going to be slipping this back. Okay, so we're back again. What I've done, I've taken the radiator hose, lost a bit of radiator, but that's fine, I can replace that. And then I took one of the leads here for the transmission, took one of them off, and nothing was lost. And so now I can pretty much move this out of the way to move this condenser out. So let me go ahead and see what we need to remove the condenser. And it looks like there's 2 bolts that are holding the condenser in. So, and I think they're number 10s. Yeah, number 10s. So we'll remove these. And they're in there. That's the original. Okay. And I'll put these over here just to make sure. But before I take it out all the way, I still need to go in there and disconnect my line for the compressor. And this line that I'm going to disconnect here is the high side line. Okay? And then I have something electronic to disconnect there. And then to disconnect my line here. Okay, and that's disconnected. Okay, now we're going to finish disconnecting this. Okay. To it. It's hard to get to. Okay, it's loose enough I can take it out by hand now. Now that I've taken this off, now we can plug this hole for the time being to make sure that nothing gets inside. Okay. And now we're going to remove our condenser here. I'll lift it up. Lift it up. And move it back. Oh, I still have another line here. So have them unloosed. Now that we'll see, we can take this out. With little or no problem. Let's see. Okay. There went. That's the one. It's the one that's been leaking. Yeah, I've got the, you can see I've got the evaporator back in, or the condenser back in. I just got to hook it up, and didn't realize, but I had to go to the store, and these are the washers that I had to buy to put back in there. You can see this, they came out of this pack. So these are the washers like this. There's two of them, a small one and a large one, that go back on there. Okay. So now, as you see, I've hooked up my vacuum, and this is for my, this is my suction line. This is the low and this is the high. And the way you're able to tell the low and the high is always the big, so you cannot make a mistake. And of course the low is the smaller one here, so you can't mess up on that. So what I'll do, there's no Freon in there because, as you've seen earlier, I went ahead and replaced my my unit here, and so now it's just a matter of vacuuming all the air out. So I'll go ahead and start my machine, and I'll open this, but remember, when you're putting Freon in, this should be closed at all times. I can open it, and I'll open them here. You hear the different sound. And what we do, we'll let this vacuum till it gets down to 30. And then when it gets down to 30, then I'll turn off the machine and I'll let it set. And we'll make sure that it's going to hold the vacuum. That way we know that it still has a good seal in here. So when I replace the condenser, I know that I need to put about 1 ounce of oil back into the condenser itself. So I'll be doing that shortly, putting 1 ounce of oil in there. But in the meantime, we're going to let it vacuum for a while. It'll take a while. We're going probably about 30 minutes to vacuum all the way down. So we'll leave you at that.